stared through the helmet bubble covering his head, feeling hot and uncomfortable, and tried to blow sticky hair from his forehead. The suit was glossy red and had armor-plated fingers to increase its dexterity. It was a modern suit of armor designed to do battle with the extremes of a high-pressure environment. He perspired behind the glass, but knew once he stepped into the transition chamber, he could engage the life support, and the coolers would bring his temperature to a satisfying 72 degrees. Strange, because the outside temperature should be 0, and it was the heaters he should have been deploying. "Nothing is more important than your life," Mironov said, holding the suit's shoulders. "The Alvin crew will walk you through the layout of the Archimedes, but I want you to use all haste in making your way to inside the ship. Complete your task only if it is feasible to do it successfully and safely. Understood?" Williams grinned. "Don't worry. Whether I spot that shark out there or not, I intend to set the underwater record for sprinting in an ADS suit." Valerie's smile returned. "You'll do fine." Kate, Jack, and Michael Brenner crowded in close to the hatch, which separated the pressure chamber via a massive bulkhead door. The suit wearer would enter, the chamber would be flooded, and then the pressure equalized. Only then could the outer doors be opened. "Good luck. We'll be with you every step of the way." Mironov slapped his enormous armored shoulder, and then Kate and Jack gave him a small salute. Williams nodded. "Thanks." He knew his words would echo from an overhead speaker, but he only heard the syllables trapped in the helmet with him. He turned as the huge doors closed with a thump, then a hiss as they sealed. Even though he was already encased in the suit, a few seconds of claustrophobia rushed in at him, and he closed his eyes and sucked in a few deep breaths. The chamber immediately started to flood. In no time the pressure was being equalized, and for a moment the huge door complained, as 975 pounds per square inch pushed against it. He moved heavy feet. Below him the door to the red watery world would soon open, but for some reason he prayed there'd be a malfunction, and he'd have to come back in. "Calm down," he told himself. He repeated Mironov's words in his head. "You'll do fine." Once the chamber was flushed after Williams had left, Michael Brenner opened it up to make sure there was no debris or anything else that could interrupt the mechanism's smooth operation. He held a rag, a chisel-like object, and a bag for collecting anything up. The doors opened, and he checked the seals, the hatch, and immediately spotted a small spiked ball. He frowned and reached toward it with the chisel. The ball immediately unrolled and fired several darts toward the tool and his hand. Shit! One stuck in the back of his hand, and the pain was excruciating. He brought the chisel down on the spiked ball, which unrolled again. It was some sort of weird and angry-looking crustacean. It hissed defiantly, so this time he obliterated it, smashing the chisel into it until it was a broken mess. "Fuck you." He looked at his hand, baring his teeth. He pulled out the spike and squeezed out a drop of blood. "Damn it, be careful, you dumbass." Brenner scraped the creature into the bag and wiped up its blood. Fucking nightmare. He headed back to the bridge. Valerie Mironov moved back to the front of the Nautilus. "Let's follow him from the bridge." Kate and Jack quickly took their places back in their cockpit seats. Kate opened the link to the Alvin. "He's launched, Sam. Once he's at the Archimedes.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.